Let's get this bread. Let's get this bread. All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another Forex weekly analysis video. This is for August 25th up to August 30th. So if you remember from last week's video, I had very strong pairs that I really wanted to trade, but unfortunately we did not see the retracement that we wanted. It just kept on pushing upwards, which is really unfortunate because like our prediction of the move was right, but we didn't see the retracement we wanted in order to get into a position. So it is what it is. Unfortunately, we couldn't capitalize on anything from that market because just like, the buy low, sell high. You don't want to buy high and sell low, right? So when it keeps on pushing up and up, I'm not going to buy when it's all bullish and I haven't seen a retracement yet. So either way, it's fine. We have 5 pairs I'm going to talk about this week. 4 of them are pretty high confidence. And then the last one I'm going to talk about is just something I want to keep on my radar. Probably not going to trade it, but just to keep an eye on it. But anyways, let's jump into the charts and let's see what I got. All right, guys, first up we have GBPAUD. Now, this pair is looking very clean simply because we are pushing bullish. We transitioned bullish on the daily time frame, especially on the weekly time frame as well. I believe I had this kind of fib sequence drawn up on the weekly time frame. So if we go all the way up here, we can see that now we're starting to, not only we shifted bullish, we retested the weekly neckline of this double bottom. We're also pushing upwards based off of this fib sequence. So all that is looking very, very strong in the weekly. Daily time frame almost looks identical to the weekly, right? We have this double bottom that is being made, transitioned into bullish market structure, coming back, retesting our area of interest. We can see there's lots of tops here as well. Resistance, 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 resistance. Now hopefully going to use this as support. It's even higher confidence that this is going to be used as support because this breakout was held, right? We closed above on the daily time frame, above the area of interest. A lot of the times you'll see wicks like this one right here, right? This will break above all these highs, but it doesn't hold above it. It doesn't close above the area of interest, and it rejects off of it. So we do not want to be in a position or look for long positions if it's not confirming that we are going to stay above this level. That's just another quick little confluence that you have to understand when reading price action on these bigger time frames. So it's very, very important that we do see that these daily candles were able to hold above this area of interest. We can see on the 4-hour time frame, our 4-hour EMA is starting to line up really, really well. We're getting really close to it. Our 4-hour looks very clean with a very strong push upwards, retesting all these tops here, this area of interest. The only thing that I'm honestly a little concerned about is how fast this trade might play out. Like this could be something that I'm going to place on Sunday night, tomorrow night, right? This could be very, very quick. I would love to see a lower time frame shift of structure, maybe only on the 30-minute, because on the 4-hour, we are already really bullish. So there really is no transition on the 4-hour that we need. Our daily is bullish. Our weekly is bullish. So a lot of bullish confluences are lining up really, really well. It's just that, it's the beginning of the week. And sometimes I worry a little bit in the beginning of the week that we're going to make a weekly lower wick before heading to the upside. And I don't want to enter in a position too early, simply because, it might wick us out and then go into our profit, into our up, higher up on our charts. So that's the only thing I kind of worry about. But we'll see how hopefully market structure develops over the first, 4 or 5 hours, maybe the first 1 or 2 4-hour candlesticks. But, almost right now would be looking like a really good time to enter. Really just kind of waiting on maybe a 30-minute shift of structure, maybe something a little bit stronger where it comes up here, comes back, retests, and then goes long again. So we'll see how it works out. Sometime maybe Sunday night or early Monday morning. So next up we have AUDJPY. We're looking for sells, honestly, on AUDJPY. So this is also another good confluence with those confluencing pairs compared to GBPAUD. We're looking for longs. AUDJPY, we're looking for shorts, right? So Here, it just looks very clean for shorts. We have a huge tank over the past couple weeks from JPY, which is, I think, honestly good for their economy. I'm not too sure. I don't really know too much about the specifics of it, but basically the value of the yen has been decreasing. So I think that's strengthening their economy, or also their economy was like collapsing or something. I honestly, I heard a lot of news about it. I don't remember exact details, but basically we have a very strong bearish push downwards, which is really nice to see, breaking a lot of market structure. And now we were waiting for the retracement, so we're starting to get back the retracement on the daily time frame, and we can see that we're starting to respect this area of interest. We have resistance, 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 support, support, now more resistance here as well. The only thing that I am concerned about is how choppy it is on the 4-hour time frame. We can see there is a lot of just consolidation, a lot of sideways movement. So what I'm mainly going to be looking for is like a breakout and retest for this pair. We're going to wait for, actually, let me set up an alert. I want to wait for a clean breakout. And what I mean by a clean breakout, look, like I just said on the previous pair, right? We're waiting for this next candle or candles, whatever it is, to close below the area of interest, below these wicks, right? We do not want to see something like this. This is a rejection candle, right? We do not want price to come all the way down just to fill it back up and respect this area of interest. We want it to break below and close. If it closes below it, then we can wait for the retracement back into this lower time frame area of interest before taking a short, right? So that's what I'm going to be kind of looking for on AUDJPY. But yeah, we have daily being bearish, we have weekly being bearish, and now we're simply just kind of waiting for this 4-hour to shift bearish and also break these lows before taking a short position. Next up is Euro AUD. Again, kind of confluencing with each other, right? GBP AUD, we're looking for longs. AUDJPY, we're looking for shorts. Now Euro AUD, we're looking for longs again. The only thing I'm really waiting on for this pair is kind of a little bit more of a retracement into this area of interest. You know, like the strategy goes, we don't want to place a trade when we're not at one of these areas of interest. So basically, weekly time frame, we have a very clean shift of structure, right? We were bearish, boom, we broke bullish. Now we're coming back, retesting this market structure, retesting this lower time, not really lower time frame, but I guess more the daily and weekly area of interest. And also we are at our weekly EMA once we do reach this area of interest, right? So very, very strong confluences for this specific area that we're going to project into the bullish direction. Now I know there's going to be one of you saying, well, this is the bullish, this, you know, this is the true bullish thing. So anything in between it is still bullish. But yes, you're technically right? But we just have a lot of market structure on the daily time frame that, you know, shifts it bearish at the same time. So whenever there is some really strong push like this on the weekly time frame, I would much rather just kind of focus on, I'd rather just like block this out. Like don't really ignore it, but not focus on it as much as I would on the more recent market structure that's being developed, because this looks a lot cleaner, like it's going to continue bullish, than, you know, saying, oh, this is bullish and it's just going back and forth and, you know, we're waiting for something else. So I just like to focus on more recent stuff than the past. So that's kind of my explanation for that. But weekly is bullish. Daily is technically bearish, but I would like to see the daily transition into bullish. Same with the 4-hour, right? It's going to hopefully transition to bullish once we do reach this area of interest. So this one may take a little bit more time. This may be on Wednesday, maybe Thursday, that we might have to place this trade, or maybe even next week, right? We can maybe even see a nice week of just like a little doji week, right? Just creating market structure on the lower time frame. So yeah, next up is EURGBP. Again, very similar. We're confluencing a lot of our pairs together. We're looking for longs on this one, just kind of waiting for still a little bit more of retracement into our area of interest before going long. We see a very strong push upwards, and now we're waiting for a little retracement. It's trickling backwards before hopefully continuing in the bullish direction. Weekly time frame is again very clean. Could be seen as this reverse head and shoulders, right? You know, it's a very clean pattern. We're at this right shoulder right now, kind of retesting this lower area or lower time frame area of interest with this left shoulder as well before heading to the bullish direction. I'm not sure why I have an alert here. Let me get rid of that. But yeah, same thing. Just gonna be waiting for kind of the shift of structure on the 4-hour and daily time frame. So like I just said on Euro AUD, this may take another 5-6 days, or maybe even until next week, where we might have an opportunity to trade it. And then finally, the pair that I'm going to be looking for this week, which I may want to trade but not entirely too sure yet, is NZDCAD. And the main reason is because it's just a very clean breakout and hold above an area of interest. We have a very, very strong area of interest here. We can see we have, let's count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This could be a lot, right? This could be like 8. But basically, we have like 3 or 4 very clean rejections, resistance points here. We have another one here, another resistance point here, another resistance point here, another resistance point here, and we used it as support right here as well. So very strong area of interest where price is, reacting off of it in a strong direction. So we closed above, very strong on this pair above this area of interest. And more importantly, we closed above a lot of these wicks as well, which is really nice to see. A lot of these wicks, a lot of these highs, especially between recent market structure, closing above is great. So what I'm going to be kind of waiting for is hopefully just like a retracement back into this area of interest before continuing long. The only thing I'm a little worried about is kind of like that, like you don't want to buy high, right? So it's just, it looks a little off to me that it's not super clean in the sense where we've only had this very strong push and we only had this like 1 or 2 days of weak rejection, weak pullbacks. I would have liked to see it come back way back here or something before continuing long again. But it's like if you delete these 2 very small little bearish days that we've had, it's really just one very strong push upwards. And it's like, do I really want to continue it with just a slight daily lower wick and then continuing it up to the bullish direction? Potentially, right? It could happen, but it's like not, it just doesn't look that clean. It looks very clean in terms of market structure, but on the lower time frames, but in terms of like the weekly time frame, I don't know. It's like, is it really going to only make like this small little wick here and then continue long? How big is this take profit going to be? A lot of the tops were here already. So I don't know. It's a little confusing to me. I'm going to have to put a little bit more thought into it, but I definitely want to keep it on my radar. Maybe you guys can keep it on yours too. Just, keep it in the loop with, the other pairs that you're watching. See if there's a potential opportunity to be made here. I just would really want to see a retracement back down into this area of interest. Maybe even if it retraces far enough, I would like to see it take out these take out these demand zones, right? We have this 1 hour here, and then we have this 4 hour here and this 2 hour here. So they're lining up a lot, all within this like kind of am I clicking on this thing? On this like little short area, right? We have a lot of like demand zones that I would like to see taken out, where we could potentially have an entry. But I don't know, it's a little weird. I would like to just see how market structure develops first before making a decision, right? We're not here to predict it. We're not here to predict the markets. We're here to analyze what it's showing us before taking a position. So that's pretty much it for this week. 5 pairs: GBPAUD, AUDJPY, EURAUD, EURGBP, and NZDCAD. So let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I'll be continuing posting on Instagram. I'm going to create another video now on the win that I had last week or 2 weeks ago, kind of do a nice breakdown analysis, go into full detail of that trade, and then have a good luck trading this week, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.